My name is Herbert Williams Jr., and I'm a PC3, Postal Clerk, 3rd class.
Donald O. McFarland, same thing, PC3, postal clerk, 3rd class.
Because everybody that comes on board the ship has to check in with the post office.
Have to.
They have to. Because without them checking in, we don't know who they are, and they
That's
get no
correct.
mail. We don't know who.
We
If I
had
don't
a
know
file
who you
on
are,
some-
then
We
you
put a
got nothing
stamp
coming.
on there, make sure that you tell your correspondence. Now,
Right.
that means whoever's writing to you, that you tell them your division.
Mhm.
You could put Johnny Jones, USS Topeka, I said, that doesn't tell me where you're at.
Mhm.
And that's when Willie and I and
Right.
Dennis would put together, and if I didn't know what division, Willie would know. If Willie didn't know, Dennis would know, and we try to work together, because we were 3rd class, and of course, Adams was 1st class.
Mhm.
And he said, you guys should know these guys. We shouldn't have to be asking these other questions. We shouldn't have to put this, and if you didn't know who he was, he went into this file that
Mhm.
nobody wants to go into, which means they didn't know who you were. And you couldn't get your mail to them because there's, whatever, 20, 30 divisions on the ship.
Mhm.
And you really felt bad. They had a name for it, I forgot what they called it. Do you remember what they called it?
Mhm.
But it's something where we had to stop what we were doing and say, after all the mail is out, then we can go back and find out who this is. And we had to go through like a directory file. And we really felt bad because we
Yeah,
couldn't
and then
remember.
sometimes what we used to do, we used to call personnel, because they also have to check in with personnel as well. And we can call personnel, and they say, oh yeah, that guy checked in on such and such a day, you know. And so when we would let them know, and they would let the person know, and then we would tell the person, look, you gotta put where you work on the ship in order for us to give you your mail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're a new guy on the ship, we don't know who you are. You may have checked in and gave us your information pretty much, but you didn't give us what department that you worked in. All you did was give us a name. So we know you're on board, but where are you working? You know what I say? Then you're writing letters to your people at home, and you're not telling them where you're working, so we don't have nowhere to send your mail. You know, oh, that is right, yeah, you know.
Well, we would try, not to interrupt you, we would try to tell them when they give them the mail, please tell them where you're at. It'll make our job so much easier next time to make sure you get your mail on time and updated, and we know exactly where you are. And sometimes it would sink in and sometimes it wouldn't.
Mhm. Well, you know, the best time, and I think that Don and I have, is when we are away from home overseas during Christmas time. And we gave away, you know, we make sure we process all the mail before we would leave the office, and making sure everybody got their mail. You know,
Yes.
they would get packages from home with cookies and cakes, and, you know, they would get, you know, gifts from home around that time of the year, and that was our job. We wouldn't leave the office till everybody got their.
We couldn't go on living, like I said, all of our friends were going, oh, I'm gonna go to the club and stuff, says, no, we have a job to do.
Mhm.
And thank God Willie says, no, let's get it done. They're counting on us to get it done, Adams was on us, you know.
Mhm.
And I think one year, I actually started putting packages on the pier.
Mhm.
We were in the Philippines, there were
Yeah.
so many, we couldn't put them in the post office, so I tried to organize it on the pier by division. And I'm talking about a monstrous job.
Mhm.
And so I had called 1st class Adams, and I said, when you pass the word about mail call, tell them letter mail is available in the post office,
Mhm.
package mail is on the pier. So they would pick up their cookies, their magazines, whatever they had to pick up. There was no way we fit in the post office. Because, you know, Mom wanted to send the cookies, Mom wanted to send this, whatever.
Mhm.
And I told this gentleman, Willie, remember the letters we were sorting
Mhm.
and how much perfume was on them?
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe. You couldn't breathe. I said, oh my
Yeah.
God, how are we gonna get, this guy's gonna go nuts, because he's,
Yeah.
that whole post office smelling
Right.
that stuff, and I said,
Right.
Willie, I'm telling you, this is killing us. Because we had, you know, you don't smell women's perfume all the time when you're overseas. And Willie, remember, we kept sorting, I said,
Yeah.
oh my God, I gotta get out of here, remember? So
Yeah, we had a lot of fun down there.
yeah,
You
we
can
could
tell.
get it. Willie, oh my God,
Yeah.
smell this one. He said, oh, I don't want to smell that.
And it was so funny, you know. The girlfriend would put their perfume on
Oh, Lord.
You know, oh Lord, have mercy. And they would just enjoy it. And,
It would reek that stuff. And I
yeah,
said, my
I
God,
mean,
did they
to
soak
see
it in
the
it?
smiles on their faces
When they got their mail,
when they got their meal, that was worth the whole thing.
that was the happiest crew, I'm telling
Yeah.
you. But that's what I told this gentleman. I said, it kept the morale up, kept
Right.
their going, whatever it had to do with you in wartime, or you were just, whatever you were doing. And that's what Adams always said, keep the morale up. I don't care
Right.
what it costs, how many hours you gotta spend.
Mhm. And everybody, nobody bothered the mailman. Nobody.
God.
Everybody respected the
You were
mailman.
God in the post office. You're
That's
right.
it. If you worked in the post office, whatever you want, I could go to the mess hall and they would have what they call S on a shingle. I go in there and if this is what you got, I want some bacon and eggs.
That's
And they
right,
go
throw
in the
it on
corner.
top.
You understand? And they fry me some bacon and eggs, you know. I said,
It was quite a thing. But then if a guy come down knocking on the door and say, hey, I got a letter, but I don't have a stamp.
mhm.
Now, this is no kidding. They were
Mhm.
8 cents for a postage stamp in 1965. And I'd say, no problem. I'd pull out my drawer and I'd have like a folder full of different stamps. And I said, you know, give me a quarter, give me 8 cents. I'll stick it on there, mail it. Man, you guys were all right. If you ever need anything, you let me know.
Mhm.
And they were right. We were God on that ship because if you didn't get your mail, morale went in the toilet in a hurry. So as
That's
soon as they,
true.
when we had those choppers come in,
Mhm.
and they saw those orange bags, man, the grins would show up. And I said, Willie, we gotta go to work, man. He says, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it, let's get it done. So, but thank God I had a right-hand man like him because he was right there. You know, we never argued, we never had a disagreement. You know, it's just, this is what we gotta do. Then we go on to town and have a pizza and a beer and just be friends, you know, and do what we had to do. But man,
Mhm.
thank God he was with me. But 50 years ago,
That's a long time.
my
That
Lord.
is a hell of a time, long time.
I mean, I was just hoping that was you, and I thought,
Mhm.
God, if I
Yeah.
hadn't seen that depiction, I wouldn't have known it was you. You could have been a guest of somebody
Mhm.
that stopped by. Hey, what's going on? Y'all having an interview or what's going on? You know, because you just could have been visiting somebody.
Right. Well, I was glad, my thinking of it was when I came here, that I was coming here to visit with guys that was on the same ship, not really realizing that I was gonna meet somebody until I saw him. And that just made my whole day.
Makes it worthwhile to make the
day.
trip. I'm
It
telling
was
you.
worthwhile for me to come from Chicago to Philadelphia. And
Something told you to be here, Willie, and I don't know what it was.
That was it. So I haven't really talked to anybody back at home about this reunion, but I will, you know.
I'll have some
But
fond
today-
memories when this is over with. You bet your life.
Yeah.
Either email or whatever, or your address or something, because this is totally incredible.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.